Day 3 of 31 tips for health gain December. How to reclaim and gain good health this December na alam natin is usually a month of feasting and a month of yung mga putok-batok na kainan. But now we will help you achieve a better health kahit pa ito'y punong-puno ng holidays and parties and get-together. Since we are in the pandemic, I hope, of course, you are practicing the minimum social distancing standards para hindi tayo magkahawaan. These practices are actually should be practiced long before, but nangailangan pa talaga na magkaroon ng pandemic for us to practice proper hand washing, yung basic hygiene etiquette. So yun lang. We just need to do it, especially yung mga basic na etiquette na yon na sinasabi sa atin, na tinuro sa atin even when we are still in kindergarten. But for Health Gain December, tip 3, day 3, it's no bottled drinks today. So kahit ano pa yan, try to make your life simple. The best way is to just drink water. Kung meron kayong cravings, kung meron kayong certain need na kailangang uminom ng bottled drinks, try to look into your food intake. Most likely, kapag meron kayong cravings, meron kayong parang hinahanap talaga na lasa when it comes to certain drinks, it could mean a certain nutrient deficiency. Akala natin kailangan talaga natin ng soft drinks, kailangan talaga natin ng something na matamis, kailangan talaga natin ng something na nakakawala ng umay. But sometimes we have to have the right mindset. Kung nauumay na kayo sa inyong kinakain, we don't need to counter that. Hindi natin kailangan kalabanin yung umay na yon. Kapag yung umay or yung sense of satiety or satiety, yung feeling na parang okay ka na sa kinain mo, we should actually listen to our body kapag na dating na natin yung period na yon. Kapag dumating na tayo sa period na parang ayaw nyo nang kumain, say for example, after eating fish, a whole fish, or di kaya isang quarter chicken, o di kaya isang dalawang burger patty, na ginawa nyo, of course, meron tayong recipe dyan so that it is going to be a nutrient-dense, safe na burger patty. Or if you want like lechon or steak or kung ano man, mostly coming from proteins, darating talaga sa panahon na hindi nyo na kayang kumain. Yun nga example natin parate. Kapag kumain kayo sa isang restaurant, say for example, meron kayong in-order na steak. And then biglang nagsabi yung manager na bibigyan kayo ng libreng isa pang steak. Kapag busog ka na, actually hindi mo na yun tatanggapin kasi hindi na talaga makaya ng katawan mo. Pero what if sabihin niyang bibigyan ka niya ng dessert o di kaya soft drinks? 'Di ba parang kaya mo pang lunukin yon, but you can no longer take another steak or another meat. This is because satiety kicks in. Yung satisfaction center natin sa brain is na filled in na yung kanyang pangangailangan. And supposedly, kapag nangyari yon, that's the signal na kailangan tigilan na natin kumain. Yung problema nga lang, we usually counter it. Nilalabanan natin o di kaya minamanipulate natin yung ating utak. And so we tend to eat more. One of those things that we intake para mawala yung umay are soft drinks or sweetened drinks or bottled drinks in general. So as long as it's already bottled, it's already processed. And of course, we are not excluding water since it could be your own option or preference to drink bottled water. If you choose bottled water, just choose mineral water, plain, purified, pwedeng sparkling, but try to avoid yung sweetened or flavored drinks. Kahit pa sinasabi pang it's 100% pure fruit juice, natural fruit juice, it is still not healthy. Truth be told, even whole fruits, pwedeng nasa caution list yan. Hindi siya pang unlimited. This is because yung fruits po is made mostly sweetened naturally, yes, but it is still fructose and glucose. At kapag ito ay loaded ng fructose and glucose and you still have some degree of inflammation sa inyong katawan, and you still need healing, say for example, for your blood pressure, tumataas pa ng beyond 120/80, minsan nagkakaroon tayo ng excuse. Sabi lang natin, kasi nagpuyat ako, kasi stress ako ngayon. But your body is supposed to handle kahit anumang stress. And if it cannot handle stress, hindi rin pwedeng hindi ka lang ma-expose sa stress, because stress is part of everyday life. And supposedly meron tayong normal range para kung meron mang mga stresses, how we fluctuate is hindi tayo go over beyond what's not normal. So importante that we know that we are on the safe side. So with blood pressure, aim to have a blood pressure of 120/80, and the best blood pressure that is lower than 120/80 is the blood pressure na natural mong nakukuha na walang gamot. Because if you are achieving that amount of normal blood pressure pero nakadepend kayo sa gamot, then it's really not normal. But it's just the effect of the medicine. And yes, nakakatakot man, but it can have side effects in the long run. It's not sustainable because medications are not without side effect. Yung maganda dito is there are natural means and ways to counter that, to lower your blood pressure the natural way na kahit walang gamot. But of course, for those who are already taking medications, wag po itong basta-bastang kukunin, wag niyo po itong i-withdraw because magkakaroon po ito ng drastic side effect. One of the scariest medicine na i-withdraw ninyo basta-basta, natitigilan ninyo, are antihypertensive medications. You have to do it the guided way. So even if we know that low carb and fasting will naturally lower your insulin, will naturally lower your inflammation, will naturally lower your blood volume, and eventually magkakaroon ito ng net effect of lowering blood pressure, it can still be dangerous, especially if you are not doing it right and you are not doing it the guided way, especially with our healthcare professionals. Dapat meron pong gabay because hindi po basta-basta ang mag-adjust ng gamot. Kailangan alam talaga natin what to look for, what to check para safe tayo. Nasa safe side tayo. So good morning to each and everyone. Edison, Anhon, Hans, Teresa, Elpa, Duvina, Leia, Deden, Evelyn, and many more. Hello, Sunny. Maraming salamat po sa inyong panonood. And so, as much as merong mga bottled drinks na pasok or somewhat like pwedeng gawing low carb. But the moment it is already flavored, kahit pa sabihin pa natin natural flavor like stevia or like allulose or other natural sugars, but all of these sweeteners, kahit pa wala silang known impact when it comes to blood sugar and insulin level, but pwede silang mag-jeopardize ng ating journey sa health kasi magkakaroon tayo ng mental cravings. So that is why we are not just looking into correcting our food intake, but most importantly, it's correcting our mindset. So sayang, if yung mindset natin is maganda na, okay na yung mindset natin, kaya lang na-jeopardize kasi parati kang umiinom o kumakain ng mga goodies and drinks na maraming sweeteners at yun nagbibigay sa iyo ng mga cravings na hindi natural para sa inyo. So, with the day 3 tip for Health Gain December, no bottled drinks, especially flavored, especially the ones sweetened, both by sugar, fructose, and zero-calorie sweeteners. Try to avoid all of that because it can only jeopardize o magkakaroon kayo ng problema when it comes to fully embracing yung tawag nating life without rice or life without carbohydrates or life without sugar spike and insulin spike. You can also join our groups, Low Carb Feasting and Fasting Community, if you wish to know more and be a part of our community. Kung hindi pa kayo part niyan, try to look at there the success stories ng mga tao. Papakita ko sa inyo, I think sobrang dami. Every day, sobrang dami ng mga naglalagay dyan ng kanilang mga ng kanilang mga success stories. O, nandito ngayon yung isa sa mga moderator natin, si Mary Gina Bumanglag. See? Yan before and super sexy na ngayon. But what we cannot see is more than the weight. Mas gumanda yung kanyang pakiramdam inside and outside, and yung mga inflammation, joint pains, hypertension, fatty liver na wala din. Marami pong nagbibigay dyan ng kanilang inspirasyon, and this one, ito yung first thing I've read in the morning when I woke up, at sobrang nakakataba ng puso po. So this is Sir Christian. Babasahin ko sa inyo ha. You can join our group and see. Hindi po sila bayad. They're all on their own. And these are real stories. Sabi nga natin, hindi ito pwedeng ma-fake. Sobrang hirap pong mag-fake nito. So these are real people trying to pay it forward. They share their story because at one point sila ay nakabenefit din after hearing a story or a testimony in the group. So that's why they are sharing. So sabi ni Sir, marking this day as a milestone, the day I am officially freed from two medicines. So nawala na yung dalawang gamot. Amlife for, I think it's amlodipine, and Legalon for fatty liver. My hypertensive meds have been reduced to a lower dose. So si Sir, nagkumuha talaga siya ng proper guidance sa kanyang doktor. While my liver supplements will now be discontinued. So since wala na siyang fatty liver, wala na rin siyang supplement para sa gamot. One thing about fatty liver, supplements, I don't know kung ano talaga yung magagawa ng supplements, but based on experience, those who were taking supplements for fatty liver was never successful unless they changed their diet. So fatty liver is indeed reversible. Just remember to not abruptly stop your meds and have proper guidance from your physicians. Be open and tell them how you have been coping with doing low carb and IF. So this is really nice kasi I really feel na hindi man lahat, but I feel for me that doctors really want to help the patients. Yun naman talaga yung goal namin. But as to how we do it, dun kami nagkakaiba. It's just that low carb nutrition and fasting, hindi siya ganon ka-widely available yung knowledge about this. That's why when I learned about it, I really studied well about this and tried to apply it to my patients, first to my family, and now we are happy that with our low carb and fasting masterclass, fellow doctors are also enrolling, and hopefully mas marami na po kami ang makakatulong sa mas maraming tao in a sustainable way, not just dependent on medications, but make nutrition as the most important adjunct, yung parang pangkapares po, pang improve ng aming management, because if puro gamot lang lahat, hindi talaga gano'n kaganda yung success rate. They might have good control when it comes to like blood sugar or blood pressure, pero it is under the medications, and those medications we know hindi rin without side effects. So as much as possible, if we can go natural, we go natural and reserve pharmacological help or medication help kapag na-maximize na talaga natin yung ating lifestyle modification. So to continue, my journey continues with high hopes that I'll be free from any maintenance meds and be cleared of hypertension someday. 9 months doing low carb and fasting, I am far from where I started. 27 kilos reduced from my weight. So nawala na yung 27 kilos ni Sir. Shirt size, now small, galing sa 2XL. Waist size is now 32, galing sa 38. So, marami pang hope sa mga daddy dyan. I can only be thankful for all the people who have been inspiring me. Special shout out to my low carb and IF family. Wow! To keep going to live a healthy life. I would have fought a losing battle without all of you. So big thanks to Dr. Rojo, you're welcome po sir, and to the moderators of this group for your continuous guidance and inspiration. Yes, the group will not be that successful without our volunteer moderators and admins na patuloy pong tumutulong sa lahat. I'm sorry if yung iba na o-offend, na baka akala nyo nagiging super strict kami, but we are doing that for the good, for the best reasons of helping as many people as possible practice the best way to practice low carb. Hindi lang yung half cook lang. Full blown talaga. When you have to do it right. And the journey does not end here. We must keep going, healing ourselves, and inspiring more. And don't worry, sir, hindi kami magsasawa sa pagtingin sa inyong photo. So, eto yung kanyang gamot. And then, eto si sir noon. Nandiyan si sir noon at eto na siya ngayon. Batang-bata, no? Parang anak na ni sir. So, sobrang ganda. So, little improvements each and every day can mean so much. Just like savings, kahit piso lang ang isi-save mo araw-araw, at the end of the year, you will have 365 pesos in your savings as compared to not having saved at all. But of course, if you must aim, aim high, aim for the best. Para kapag hindi natin na-reach yung sobrang top ng ating goal, we can be a little lower than that and it's still better than just aiming. Aiming what is just too bare minimum. Dalawang school of thought yan. You can aim for a bare minimum para at least merong little improvements every day. And then meron namang aim for the best so that when you fall, it's just a little lower. So depending on your personality, nasa sa inyo na what will you choose. For me, I have minimum goals every day. And then that's half of my goal every day. And the other half are my impossible goals. Yung kailangan talaga i-challenge mo yung sarili mo. So do it in any aspect of your life. You can start with your health. So as per minimum requirement, maybe you can just do 12 hours of fasting or just 18 hours of fasting. Depende kung ano yung minimum nyo. And for maximum naman, try to achieve the best thing na feeling mo hindi mo talaga kaya but you know is good for you. Like do some exercise or do some eat really healthy. Ikaw talaga magluluto from scratch. And try to achieve that then. And then at the end of the day, you try to assess how you've been. It's better to always have a goal, to set a goal than not having any goal at all. Yung parang floating ka lang, but it's good. Even if you've accomplished something, but if it's something na hindi mo talaga plinano, wala siya sa iyong daily goals, the net satisfaction might not be there. But when you really aim for a goal, aim for minimum goals to keep you going and aim also for impossible goals to challenge yourself and keep on improving. So, yun lang muna for now. You can start today by not having any bottled drinks and just enjoy a cold water, iced cold water, kasi mainit ngayon dito. But if maginaw sa lugar ninyo, so a warm cup of water or a warm tea or a warm coffee without sugar, without cream, can be your best bet. As for me, after akong kumain, if meron talagang umay, like I feel like I need to, hindi naman, actually for me, when I look for drinks, it's not for umay. It is for when I feel like I tend to overeat kapag hindi ko siya sinara. So, I have this drink na eto yung pang sarado ko, pang sarado gana. So, pang closing ng aking appetite. So, anything cold and anything like with flavor or sparkle. So, either a plain sparkling water with ice or water coffee, yung merong coffee or merong tea na herb tea and then merong ice, cold. So, yun yung pang close ko ng aking appetite. And when I have that, I know already that I'm done with my meal. So, kanya-kanya tayo. Kung ano man yung what works for you, try to tell them, try to comment them para makita ng iba. Maybe you can share your own tips para makalearn din po yung ating mga kasama sa ating low carb and fasting family. And also, tuloy po tayo sa ating Davao meet and greet this coming December 11. I hope to see you there. Contact Angela. Contact nyo lang po, 0917 993-1239. This number is specific, 993-1239. This is number is only open for the meet and greet and not for other concerns. For the masterclass naman, you can check our official page, LCF Masterclass by Josephine Grace C. Rojo MD for enrollment. Marami po tayong admins dyan to assist you and try to be patient but we will get back to you. Wala po itong scam. We are all here to help everybody. So maraming salamat everyone. I'll see you again in our next video. Maraming salamat for always supporting and for those of you who are sending stars and are supporting to our page, we will prepare something special for you because of your continued support. Maraming salamat po. Remember to always stay low carb so that we all stay safe.